So you open the council door and you see this owl, bearded, grey feathers that come down his chin, and his head turns clockwise and he looks at you. He tries to dismiss you, and his little squirrel butler friend, you seem shy away rather than come and approach them. The council is in session, there's nothing we can do for you.
We've just been allowed in by that guy.
That guy clearly does not know what he's doing.
That guy was given some special papers.
You see this councilman look towards the judge. The judge shrugs and says, we were pretty much wrapped up anyway. And he just calls guilty and then just hammers the little gavel down. And this little looking completely innocent in your mind is a ferret, handcuffed, and he's led to his death. Why are we even sentencing these bandits? You hear someone call that they're all guilty.
Oh, we need release papers for our friend in prison. We have news for you.
And he looks distracted now as he turns and just starts making notes on the little leaf thing next to him.
I explained the whole fire consuming everything thing.
Yes, we've been aware of that. Towns, villages, we're accepting refugees, if that's all. I said, wait, what village did you say it was?
Ashbarrow.
And now he stops and he says, are you certain it's Ashbarrow?
Yeah.
We've had no refugees from Ashbarrow yet. Good
No,
now.
wait, we went to Ashbarrow. Is Ashbarrow completely gone?
Yeah, that's where we found.
That's where we found Pickle Drill and...
Everyone's dead in Ashbarrow already.
Well, that is news to us.
Oh, we have something in return.
Something in return?
People are bringing these news. It would have reached our ears in 2-3 extra days. So, well, if you're looking for work, if that's what you're asking, there's maybe some use we can make of you. You seem adventuring type, the three of you.
Yes, but first the release papers, please.
He's called Kingsley. He's a key part of our team.
Yes, the 8-year-old raccoon.
worker.
The 8-year-old raccoon, he's like looking through the list. He's like, there's been so much concern over this character. We're not doing anything with him. We're going to leave him to rot in the prison where he deserves to be. He's a bandit, nothing more.
He's my son.
Do you have any papers to prove this is the case and we can take it into consideration? Gives us 2-3 weeks.
Boo.
We've got
I
seconds
just
to
shoved the bribery papers in his face.
He takes the papers and you notice after a few seconds of reading he recognises exactly what they are. As he goes through them, his eyes somehow get even wider than they already were, and his head turns at his fellow council members with disgust on his face. You see everyone begin to get ushered out, not including you. All the crowd are dispersed, and you're now alone with them. And he's like, how did you come into possession of these, and who have you told?
We will let you know as soon as we have Kingsley in our...
He looks at the judge and says, whatever you need to make happen, because that raccoon is going free. You've also noticed that all the council are birds, and they seem to be quite prejudiced against anyone who isn't a bird. I'll let you use that information as you will. Signs a few papers, hands them over to the squirrel, and the squirrel now ushers you out. It won't
He's
end
coming
well.
with us, or we spill all of those secrets.
Roll an intimidation check.
23.
Terry's like, okay, I'm coming. Just don't tell anyone. Upon reaching the prison, where you still see the statue of Princess Luna, you notice a riot has already begun to form here. But when you approach the prison, you see down the first corridor, you've got Kingsley unconscious in the hallway, and you have Lucille, who is sneaking down here. You just see a rush past as you get there.
I go to grab Kingsley.
There is now a full-blown battle raging in this room, with loads of guards trying to contain something.
Can I seduce the raccoon?
You can definitely try.
I got a natural 20.
Lucille, as you then begin messing around with a scarf and shawl in a very seductive manner, and then this raccoon trails his arms behind him as he's transfixed by this dance that you're doing in front of him.
Can I pick the lock?
You've got nothing on you to pick the lock with. You need thieves' tools.
I have teeth.
You can do it with disadvantage, just like that.
That's an 11 and a 13.
But you try and bite the lock off, but you can't.
I get the skeleton key off Kingsley's body.
It's one of the council people next to me.
Yes, I'm going to duplicate him and say the squirrel is just with him, so I just have him as 2.
Did I hear you mention a job?
Yes. Don't think now's the time. There's something going on that's not pressing, but there's a witch we want dead who's in the forest, and she's kind of not a very nice witch. If you want to deal with her.
How much?
I head to the forest.
Kingsley, can I have a Constitution saving throw? See if you can wake up with Harold.
You certainly can. I got a 10.
Kingsley, you are now awake, though very drowsy.
Son!
Asking how
Morning.
healthy he is.
As this is all going on, one of these birds that's been fighting in here flies through the corridor over your head and slams into the door and falls unconscious himself.
Callum chucked him a berry.
Well, I throw you 10 berries,
Oh,
and he can use them on his turns.
Yes.
and you can now, all through the two of you, or three of you can see a battle that's raging in here now. They've got no weapons, but they're fighting. This one that you thought was massive and a brute hasn't handled himself very well.
Kingsley, what's going on? Which side are we on?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
You've just released me, haven't you?
Do we want to kill guards or do we want to kill the others?
Oh, you mean with that fight?
Yeah.
Well, they're a group of bandits. They're desperate to get back to the mountain.
I have 2 prisoners on my side. Can I like go up to them now? I explain the sitch to Kingsley and I ask for the key.
I haven't got the key.
The skeleton key?
Skeleton key.
Yeah,
You just used it.
I've passed it to Harold, to Mum, Dad.
Lock the door next to us first.
Which is the door next to us?
To our right. Just lock them all in there.
Oh, there. Yes,
Yeah.
I do that.
Okay, so Harold locks them all in. This guard is now clawing at the bar, saying, "What are you doing? You don't understand what you've done."
I take Kingsley outside. I give the key to Relic, and
I guide Relic to the prisoners. We can.
Okay, let's let these people out. How strong are you, Lucille?
Well, I failed to dig out of this place earlier, so I'm not very strong.
I just want to try something. Hey, I'll let the 2 raccoons out.
They are very grateful, and they say, "Are we fighting? Are we breaking out of here?"
Go see what you can find.
Okay, so you send them off into the prison to go find one. I'm going to roll 2 survival checks and see if they make it. One of them will eventually come back. One of them is killed by a archer when they make it into the courtyard.
I push Lucille into the cell.
No, no.
Contested strength check, please.
18.
17.
Okay, so you're shoved into the prison.
I lock the door.
Relic has locked Lucille into the cell.
Okay, what can you offer me?
Nothing.
Yeah, compelling argument there, Lucille.
I don't have anything.
I'll let you out. If any money you pick up in the future, go straight to me.
Oh, nice one.
No deal.
Can we go and see Luna?
yes, let's go see them.
I go and join
Let's
them.
just cry for her and hope that some of our fallen tears may bring her back.
Terry, the owl's going to come over and said, "Is this an accomplice of yours?"
This is our friend. He got turned to stone.
Good Terry, where could we possibly find some sort of cart? Something with wheels.
Well, you want Susan's home-owned, perfectly working wagons.
Susan's hometown perfectly working wagons.
Working wagon. Love it. Yes,
Put this stone thing in.
Bert and Ernie.
Plastic.
Go buy a wagon.
Uh-huh.
Okay, so you're just going to leave Lucille stuck in a cage?
Yep.
No. I go back in. Would you care to reconsider the offer?
Not even changing it.
Wow.
Okay, I'll let you out if all the money you get in the future goes straight to
Kingsley.
no, Harold.
I can offer someone else. I'm an attorney.
If you were to class yourself as a preacher, what class would you consider yourself to be?
Single man, reveal
A
yourself.
lawyer.
If you were to class yourself as a creature, what would you be and why? Now listen up, ladies.
I'm trying to avoid metagaming and just asking you what class you are.
Rogue?
Oh, what
A
can I do?
rogue lawyer.
I am the law. That's how he became a lawyer.
I will promise that I will let you out. I just need to do something first. Can you stick your head through the bars and stick your tongue out?
Why?
Stick your tongue out.
You stick your tongue out.
Oh,
I stick my tongue out
I stick my tongue out too.
and chop it off.
oh.
Xander, first I'm going to ask you as the DM, are you okay with this?
Am I okay with having my tongue chopped off?
It's just, okay, we can say I failed and chop half it off so you have to like mumble.
You know what? Just cut it off.
Relic slices your tongue out, and you're going to have to also take only 3 points of slashing damage.
I immediately had over 3 berries.
Okay.
I let him out and then run off.
We'll take on the witch.
Are you sure that you want to do that? Because
Is
I
this
don't.
Charlie telling us or Terry?
Terry, he's just like, I don't hate you. I wouldn't willingly send a bunch of humble folk or prized bird folk like yourself, bandits.
Humble croak to you.
Humble croak.
I like that.
This is quite a high value mission then.
We've sent men out there they've never returned. So
In exchange, I would like a seat on the council.
for you, we'll consider. The rest of you, not a chance. So there's
Not
no
as in like a place on the council, just a chair from the room.
It's going to take about 3 years in your education. We can give you a scholarship into that. There are loads of ways to get you in.
We
But
should go do that.
Is there a way of fast tracking this?
Let's get a wagon and then let's assess our options. I can't remember what we can do now.
Wagon, witch, bandits.
Wagon witch.
Wagon, witch.
Wagon wheels.
Full wagon wonders. What now?
Susan's homegrown, perfectly working wagons.
That just makes it sound like they're really not.
So you head off into Alderheart Market, passing loads of more esteemed tradespeople than you found last night or earlier, whenever it was you were in the underground. It doesn't take that long to find Susan's homegrown, perfectly working wagons.
Is there a slightly more high-end one? Like Suzanne's?
Perfectly adequate wagon.
Yes.
It's Rafferty Dandridge's wagons for the good and rich.
I am good and rich.
So Rafferty Dandridge is a chipmunk, massive cheeks. He greets you. He's really chubby as well. He seems very keen to sell his wagons to you. I want to see your gold first before you enter Rafferty Dandridge's. Not taken for the scum of the earth people like a lot of you look.
Oh yeah, we've just been set upon by bandits, so we're a little bit worse for wear. Rest assured, I am rich and good.
Great, then you're welcome in my store. What kind of wagon are you looking for?
A big one.
Now we've got the chariot style. I like the look of you, so I'll say 15,000 gold pieces for the chariot style.
That's only
Thank you.
2 wheels.
So if you want just the 2 wheels without a wagon, well, that'll set you back, say, 250 gold pieces.
I hit him with my rapier.
Why?
No holding
I want
back,
to get a
Kim.
free wagon.
So there are guards outside, but
The guys outside, I reject. But I want him to know I thought about it.
he rolled a natural 1 on his insight, so he has no idea that you're about to kill him.
I sneakily get out my pendulum.
So he's charmed by you.
Okay.
Yeah.
So it was 15, you said, wasn't it? 15 gold pieces.
15,000 gold pieces.
No, I'm pretty sure you said 15 and we shook on that.
Yeah, I think we're friends here. We seem very good and we seem very rich. If you want a cheap wagon for 6 gold pieces, then you can go to Susan Homegrown, perfectly working wagons, and you'll get yourself a perfectly working wagon. But if you want a wagon that, style, then you want Rafferty Dandridge.
Right, this is taking too long.
It wouldn't have taken that long if you let me murder him.
Let's take out one of my gemstones, and I say, this is worth...
You have any?
Yeah, I took one of the gemstones.
But I don't think this is worth 15,000 gold pieces. I've seen something
It's
like...
not worth 15,000 gold pieces, it's worth 30,000 gold pieces.
I want to take it to a collector first. I'll close the shop and you can come with me. And if he thinks it's worth 30,000 gold pieces, I'll give you a wagon and I'll throw in 2 mules and
I'll wait here for you whilst you go.
Can I
Yes.
lie down on the floor and then say up to Harold, "It's okay, Mum, Dad. You'll just have to carry me until my legs start working again,"
Oh, it's okay, son.
and roll a performance.
you can do.
Okay. Performance is 18.
Yay!
That you have successfully made him feel really guilty. And he's like, okay, if I accept this gemstone and accept your 15 gold pieces as payment, would you like me to sign the wagon? Most of my customers choose me to sign the wagon for them to show that it's an authentic Rafferty Dandridge.
Sure.
What if we take the gold, but we take the gemstone?
Can you sign the mules as well?
And he pockets the gemstones and starts signing these 2 mules as well.
Okay, deal. Let's go. Let's go
Yes,
pick
yeah.
up Princess.
You go back to the prison to pick up Princess Luna. You all manage to pick her up, load her onto the car, and you begin heading off. You have no idea where you're searching now.
Go back to Terry and be like, we forgot to ask for directions.
He's like, oh, swampland, northeast of here. You'll definitely smell the area before you reach it. It's going to take a few days to get there, is what you've managed to gather from talking with Terry. You begin heading north, so you find a fungus-covered shrine, which is a stork.
Would that have tied in possibly with that side quest?
What was the
Ooh,
sign?
juicy. It's the one with the stalk tracks which we were going to follow, and then we were like, no, we should probably go see to that burning smell.
Oh yeah. I have in my possession a runestone with a witch's soul, which I forgot that's what was special about it. Is this anything to do with the witch that can I investigate it? Is it anything to do with the witch that we're hunting now? Or can we trap this witch in the stone with the other witch?
You'd have no idea what the runestone does yet. You're not attuned to it, so you're not sure what it can do.
That's fine.
Okay, so another day passes. Are you all taking a rest over the night, or are you going to continue pushing through and suffer exhaustion?
I will take the first watch.
Who is on the second watch?
I'll go.
Perception check, please.
10.
So you fail to notice and thus also fail to alert anybody else as two wild wolves jump out at you and take you by surprise, and so they can only noticing you right now, Harold, both going to make attacks against you. So both of them hit you. 13 points of piercing damage from both of them.
Nice.
One of them howls, waking everybody up. I'd like everyone to roll initiative, please. Lilypad, you're the first to act as you see these two wolves pounce upon Harold.
Okay, rapier. Another 21 to hit.
Lilypad, noticing it straight away, rushing with a rapier. You manage to cut off one of its ears. As it tries to turn away, it just slices off.
I hide.
Yeah, so you're in full cover at the moment then, where you cannot be seen.
I fly up and I want to use my bow.
As you do that, you're going to have 2 attacks of opportunity with the wolves trying to bite you. 4 points of damage as you fly up, but you manage to get up there and now you can make your attack against them.
Short bow, 21.
Yes. So you head up, this wolf jumps at you, bites at your leg, your cloud of feathers begin raining down. You draw your bow, shoot right down into its snout. Lilypad, it's going to bite you, the one you just chopped the ear off. Tries pouncing at you, but disoriented by its ear missing, I'm guessing. The second wolf is going to try and pounce on Kingsley.
Oh, no.
15 to hit.
It hits.
3 points of piercing damage.
Oh.
It's pinning you down by its claws. It bites.
I stab one with 2 short swords. I'll go for the one on Kingsley. That's 7, and then I'm going to use my Colossus Slayer. So that's 16 damage.
Bury it completely one short sword into this, and with a dying shriek or a bit of a howl, it flops down on top of Kingsley, crushing him a little bit.
Okay, so I'm going to try run and hide.
Okay, so you managed to run away and hide without this one.
I can't speak with animals and ask them to stop.
I'll speak to animal and ask it to stop.
Roll
I have to admit, if I was eating a burrito and the burrito asked me to stop, I probably would.
That's true.
Can you roll a persuasion check with disadvantage?
Oh no.
Yeah.
Oh, 9.
It instead faces you, this one. It's understood the word stop, but it's not at all interested in stopping.
I come out of hiding and shoot it and then go back into hiding. 21 to hit.
Come out of hiding briefly, shoot an arrow, and it flies through the grass into the side of this wolf, who falls onto its side and is just breathing really heavily now.
Yeah, short bow again.
With a twang from the sky, arrow comes flying down. Just as it's getting up and starting to crawl towards, just like arrow to the back of the head, and it flops down dead before it can even make a cry for help.
I chop off the feet.
Thank you. Means a lot.
Nothing else happens during the day, nothing else comes to attack you, and by evening, you are ready to head out again.
I'll take lead.
What, Kingsley?
Do you have no modifiers though?
I have no modifiers, but you all trust me.
Go on then.
16!
Throughout the evening and well into the night, you notice it's a full moon, which Max explained the wolves earlier. Eventually you find yourself at a small hut on a really thin patch of land in the centre of this swamp, and there's a bit of smoke rising from the chimney, yet and a very strange smell now permeates the air around this immediate vicinity, which is strangely sweet compared to the rest of the bog around you. Through the window, you're able to see a rather old-looking hedgehog in a shawl cooking something in a cauldron, which is essentially just a large turtle shell. And a really large-looking, colourful beetle is just skittering around the pot and helping chuck stuff in. Your hedgehog pat the beetle affectionately on the head as it does this. You have found
this hedgehog lady sounds sweet.
I think she's the witch, but I'm going to go in, knock on the door, and be like, some carrots for your stew? And hand her some carrots.
I like that idea. I think we befriend her.
You all arrive outside. Harold, you already gone to the doorway. The rest of you, I guess you're heading in.
I'm gonna go with Harold, Mum, Dad.
I'm gonna crouch down by the outside window.
Can I hide on top of the hut?
Yeah, I don't see why not. You can climb up the chimney.
Sail
I'll do
shell.
that.
Harold barge in with Kingsley at heel, and she looks up from her bubble and says, "Oh, this is not any stew. This is a potion," and just carries on as if you haven't done it. Typically, you haven't got what I'm really after.
I might have it. I might just happen to have it with me.
I don't suppose you happen to have any lizard spleens with you?
How about a salmon spleen?
Salmon spleen
The
can come in
salmons
handy.
have spleens.
Yeah, the salmon-
I do now.
I can make use of a salmon spleen. You know what? As payment, I'll brew up a potion for you. Maybe give you one from my private stock.
Can you do anything about our friend that's a stone?
Oh, yes.
Thanks, I was gonna ask that.
I can't make anything sentient if that's what you're asking. And there's
No. He was sentient. He's been turned into stone.
Well, if he was in front of me, I guess I could do something. Is he an idol? Is he a little thing? Or is he same size as he used to be?
Yeah, same size as
Drop
he used to.
dead gorgeous.
Ooh, maybe that moonfish could come in use. She goes mushing different solutions and says, okay, some kind of ritual. It's going to be a process of summoning a demon. Now, hear me out. Let me finish.
Hear me out.
To inhabit the body of your friend. It's not definite magic. I've dabbled in it in the past. It might not work, but besides that, you're looking for a greater restoration spell, which is some ritual magic that, I can try my hand at, but it's gone wrong before.
How badly wrong?
Whatever the intention was, my old friend found her soul in a little stone instead,
Wait. Your friend ended up in a stone.
Yes.
I pull out the runestone. This stone?
Oh my gosh.
She takes the runestone and she's like, I haven't seen this in 57 years. And she rubs her hand over it. I don't know how to recall. You can take any potion you want. I'll brew up anything. You can stay here as long as you like.
What is it? Tell us what it is.
We were young, we were stupid, we're having a late night out. We both had a few too many potions, if you get my drift. And we both drunk a bit too much of this weird potion, so I thought I could restore her with a greater restoration spell, so we can continue drinking. By some weird magic, she ended up inside and inhabiting this runestone. I don't know myself how I'm going to get her out of it, but now I have her back. I can do something. What can I do to repay you? Anything.
Eat the stone.
Restore our friend.
It's either the demon summoning, which I'm not too fond of, or like trying my hand at the spell again. I haven't practiced it since old Ethel turned into a stone.
We can wait.
I'm gonna lie on the floor again.
Roll the performance check again.
It's okay. I guess we'll find someone else to bring him back. 11.
That's better than her 4. And she's like, okay, if you say he's just outside, I'll have a look and I'll try my hand at the spell. She rummages through her belongings, pulls out a spell book, comes over, and just all of you watch on. That was a 17 plus 2. She begins reciting the words that she used to know.
Oh yeah, she does.
You see all the stone around you just begin to disintegrate, and all the curse that was once on you as well from the foot lifts off, and before you, Princess Luna drops to the ground unconscious with 1 hit point, but otherwise breathing and no longer turned to stone.
Yay!
Healer.
I cure wounds. 12.
So Princess Luna recovers 12 hit points and wakes up.
Yay!
Yay! I'm back to full health. Hey guys!
Hello!
Hello.
We should have a party.
I think we should thank the witch and say, okay, full disclosure, we have been sent to get rid of you, but we don't want to do that. Can we come up with some sort of scheme where
Pyramid scheme.
we can pretend that we have so that we can get our reward, but we will leave you alone?
He says, well, they've been hunting me, they sent loads of people after me. I've done nothing to hurt their friends, they're just too scared to approach me.
Can I, check whether she's telling the truth?
Yeah, you can roll an insight.
20.
She's being completely honest here, and she takes off a little amulet thing and says,
Quick,
"This is
kill her
my
now.
It's her old ocarina," she explains, and she places the horn to her lips and does a little melody. You take this, they'll believe you killed me, and you can claim your reward. I'm just going to have to find somewhere else to live now and find a wizard who can bring Ethel back to me. Here, Ash Barrow's now.
Yeah, it's lovely this time of year. Bit dusty.
Okay, right. So I wave to the little beetle. Wave goodbye.
It chirps in response.
Well.
All it took was a salmon spleen.
Let's head back to Alderheart and get a reward.
You begin heading back to Alderheart. You arrive there a couple of days later. So as you come into the town, you're treated almost as celebrities, as everyone's like, wow, that's a refugee Dandridge. I haven't seen one of those out in a long time. You reach back to the council. What do we promise you as your reward again?
A seat on the council tomorrow.
I never said tomorrow. I said you get your scholarship and you can work your way up, and I can put in some good words. There's one thing that will definitely fast track things.
Mm.
If you're interested, I see there's a few more of you than I remember. We have issues with bandits, as I'm sure you are all aware, and he lingers looking at Kingsley. Now, we've sent many people into the mountains, more people than we've sent to deal with the witch. We think that they're trying to overthrow us as the Birdfolk Council. Now, everyone knows Birdfolk are the wisest people who should be running things, and especially if you, as an aspiring councilman, wouldn't want this. If we send a guard forward for you to head up into the mountains and deal with them, you can get a seat on the council if you so desire, and you all get houses in the city, treated as our guests. And we've seen your Rafferty Dandridge. We know that you are already
good and rich.
Very good and very rich. My own Rafferty Dandridge, bought it 4 years ago, and it's still just as good today as yesterday. I mean, the day I bought it.
Mr. Birdman.
Yes, yes.
This is homegrown perfectly working wagons. As good today as they were yesterday.
Mr. Birdman, I have a quick question for you. In the interest of safety for the city here, would we be able to get any plans of the water system and the sewage system so that we can make sure that everywhere is locked up tight and that no bandits can enter through any of the possible weak points?
He looks deep into your eyes and thinks that's a very, very specific question you're asking. But rest assured, we've got the entire system under control. We have guards down in the sewers, humble folk like yourself doing an honest day's work, not like us who are doing all the thinking and all
the dishonest work.
All the wise decisions.
Can you take us to the guards in the sewers so we can say hi?
And we'll accept this agreement. I can't reward you gold, but I can give you jobs and I can give you housing. You'll be treated as forever residents of Alderheart should you accept our proposal and deal with these ruffians and these bad people once and for all. What's your name? What should I write out this contract to?
Big Booty something?
Mighty Goddesses.
Blackberry Messenger Gang. Big Bird Mischief Group.
He assigns you 4 guards, which come up through the tree, all wielding pikes again.
Can I add one more thing to the bargain? I'll roll a persuasion. I want one of his feathers.
So as you all head off, you all share what they've offered you. Harold, you're like, oh, he offered me a seat on the council. Relic is all like, well, he's giving me a house. What did you get, Princess Luna? He said, I asked for one of his feathers. Did he give you one? He gave me 3.
Oh, yes. Adding that to inventory.
So you travel through plains, through swamps, through burnt cities, through everything that Humblewood has to offer until you reach the base of a mountain. The 4 squirrels are like, you're on your own now, people. And they head back to Alderheart, and that is where we shall leave for today.